The other half of their team tries to head through the main breach, just to the right of the theater.
Captain Gunther going up balcony side, underneath right now, smoking to get up there. Pushing in.
He gets one.
Ooh, and it looks
Doing a
like
nice
the
little
tight,
slide.
Two before he gets down.
the tight 100 coming in handy there in close quarters. In the bar as well from Hellcat, and it looks like first half secured the point. Finally, somebody
And they'll be
does.
moving on to the bombs.
Yes, we are.
And my camera is tilted because I zoomed out when somebody was dead. There we go. That is much better.
Looks like first already know which point they want to go for first, and it would be A. Making a hard right push. Being kept back by that invisible line. Yep.
Yeah, that's actually the harder of the two because it's so wide open. Just get a couple of people looking from height, and
it looks like
you
first are
can
sending flanks again, guys. It's a clear strategy that they have worked on for tonight, and it's paying off.
They might be aware of the fact there's a lot more of them at Bravo, so it looks like first is going to go hard for A first.
That is the easier one, being able to take out that basement area, clear it out. Yep, they just wipe everybody off of the point and get the plant down, and there it goes.
I don't know if HNR realized, but with only 12 minutes left in this game, into the pace that Echo went, it's going to be very tough for them to push all the way through the other points back to the enemy spawn to maybe take out one of their bombs. So if they don't defuse A, this game looks like it's going to be going to first.
Yeah, we've only got 11 minutes left as well. So it looks like B is completely surrounded, and Soko is now coming in with help from Monk. But he's going to be met with force. There's going to be a battle, and they are dropped by the bar of all guns. I haven't seen a bar, or the Bren, I should say. I haven't seen a Bren at all tonight. And it looks like, I don't understand what Bax is doing all the way on the extreme flank. I don't know if he's just covering or the last man here. But remember,
First trying
guys,
to make that flank from behind didn't really work out for him right there.
Oh man!
Yeah, they got slaughtered as they walked into that incinerator.
Well, I was just in a first-person view, and I just got a blinding white light.
Yeah, that was the incinerator grenade you saw firsthand.
I thought it was a flashbang. They had those, right? World War II flashbangs?
As far as I know.
I'm concerned now. Oh no. My timer's stuck at 11:06, and it's still a solid white screen.
Oh no, that is not good.
It is
Score 1 for
right?
Dice's spectator mode.
Yeah, for all the viewers, unfortunately, I might have to have some technical difficulties by no choice. Yeah. Uh-oh.
I just close out and restart.
Yeah, this is gonna be the we'll be right back.
Da 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 da.
Well, it looks like everybody is spread out. I've got nothing but a crazy amount of names right now. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit so everybody can catch the action. First, have pushed on the B, but have yet to make it downstairs. The top side, Koran, is coming in handy with the assault class right now. But they finally go down. No, they stay up. It was not them that got dropped. Gunther coming in with a few kills himself, making sure everybody knows where he's located at to hold the section. First trying to reorganize into groups of 3, but they are not pushing, and I do not understand that because, oh, excuse me, that backside flank is just being held really well by HNR. So it looks like the game plan all along was to give up Alpha Bomb and keep Bravo Bomb, and it's worked.
You know, watching this play out and seeing all these randoms come in and out, and I'm sure Psycho has to stop playing for a moment to kick them. It might be a good idea to have one extra person that is actually the moderator of the entire thing to hold the server open, and they have the ability to kick people who are not welcome.
Keep the numbers consistent if they can. Yeah.
Exactly, because right now it is 16 on 16, and HNR has a windfall with a guy from Too Easy coming in.
And it looks like that's going to be all she wrote. The B-bomb is taken. We got some pretty big scores from both sides. The highest is 24. The second highest is 22. And first with the best squad. That does not surprise me there.
Oh no. Oh good. Actually, I put myself in queue.
Whoopsie.
Whoopsie daisy. Yeah, there we go.
There we go. And we have the River City of Rotterdam coming up next. Now, this is a tank map. Going to be very interesting to see who's in the tanks.
Oh,
that's right. It is a tank map from Frontline. I keep thinking we're doing Squad Conquest. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. I keep thinking the same thing, too. I'm like, wait, there's too many people for Squad. Oh, yeah, it's because it's the first of many T12 folks. I do promise you that, so we will get the hang of this. It is trial and error. And there
right, good.
is
It's back up.
Bozard back in the mix.
Yeah, it's working. Okay. Didn't get the scoreboard for last time, but this is what it looks like now. Two easies in here, huh? H&R's got quick thumbs now, huh? Alright. Yeah.
And they also have a Randy as well. Couple of Randys.
I wonder if he followed me or if they called him in.
Because
I think I know him.
Either way, Bozard really would not. Alright guys, we are going to bring you a quick view of the first point, which is this section right here where you see the pole in the middle. It extends to the right over here and to the left just over here where, didn't mean to zoom in that much, where this truck is and that machine gun post. The objective here is to flank along the riverside where you see this pathway, and to also lock down this house, or to lock down this tower if you can do so. If you can get into that second floor with a Lewis gun on either side, you can be in pretty good shape if your person with the Lewis gun knows how to shoot distance. And here we go, smoke galore. Looks like First are running an entire squad of medics, and another half a squad. Oh, it looks like they're gonna call in a sniper who spawned in a bit late, but it is gonna be HNR who are first to the point, but they're gonna be pushed back immediately by First here.
And here comes HNR's tank coming in with a Panzer 38T.
And it looks like First are in behind the flank already. They jumped across. Soko had no clue what got behind him. He was on the river waiting for the push, but it didn't come that direction. That was a great flank by First. HNR are completely surrounded now. And the tank is having to put work in on backside and the flank. And here comes Slayer to take that tank out with some mines.
From what I think I just saw, the first tanker just went down, so what that probably means is that he's having issues with his tank spawning in. And that's a known thing,
yes, it
for
has.
sure.
That is a known
I've tried
issue.
this before myself, and I've seen that.
Yeah, it happened to one of my guys. He spawned in 4 times in a row without the tank, even though he was the tank, and the tank was spawned in. But
so it looks like First is definitely going to be at a clear disadvantage.
Very big disadvantage.
At the start of this game, but even with that disadvantage, they are Captain Bravo as we speak.
Yeah, they still are in good control, and they are getting another brilliant flank going again. First, his whole night has a flanking squad and 2 snipers, and it is really working out in their favor. Absolutely.
Oh, and it looks like that 38T hit a couple of mines and gets taken down almost immediately by Dr. Hellcat.
Yes, it did. They had mines set up all along that road. And here comes the first flanking squad. And it is going to show up right on time because Bravo is about to be finished capped by first. Except the issue is most of first is surrounded in smoke. Not sure where the bullets are flying in from. We've got somebody from HNR in the river trying to get around the flank to get rid of that sniper, but that's not going to make any bit of difference because B is already capped now. And we are going to have to move on to the next point, which is Alpha, which is right next to it. Oh, we've got a flare being used. We do have a flare on H&R side.
I caught that. That was the Yugo Kring whatever, the Zavo guy. So it was,
yeah, that
it was the random.
Randy, yeah.
But that's also going to be another advantage that they're going to have.
Just want to take a moment to say thank you very much, Kevster, for the sub. Really appreciate that. And to answer your question from before, yeah, it's one tank for each side, but as you saw, one of first is not having a good time with their tank abilities because it is not letting them spawn in with it.
Yeah, it is not, and that is going to definitely be a disadvantage, bro. But meanwhile, first are just pushing forward hot and heavy with lines and lines of medics.
Yes, it does.
And that is what you are seeing being worked out to perfection. Everybody except for about 3 people on first is a medic, and it's working, and the flank has worked again. And the random again is now shooting flares. I've let Sicko know, so that way everything works itself out.
And here comes H&R's tank once more, now a Tiger tank.
Bringing in the heavy guns. Not sure exactly what rule set they're using, but it seems like they really don't care.
Yeah, it seems like they're just having fun at this point because I was
With
told...
the random popping up flares, I can assume that they would be throwing the rule sets out the windows.
Yeah, I was told ESB rules for certain. I can screenshot it and post it if necessary.
I don't think that's really necessary.
Well, it looks like the random sniper finally actually managed to get a kill.
And wow, the random tanker, I think he might have been just kicked from the game for bringing in that Tiger tank.
Yeah, he was.
That is what happens when you break the rules that bad. H&R are able to push back first and keep them in the White House, basically. First needs to realize they need to get out of that White House and get onto the point, otherwise H&R is going to
It looks like that push is coming right now.
And there it is. Maybe they were massing to do a Zerg rush because they are effectively taking it back, but it seems like H&R realized that and also Zerg at the same time.
Yes, they have, and now they are on the back foot, not being able to get past the bus or the train.
And it is just a kill zone to the right of the truck and the tree on the midpoint.
And we're going to bring you some close-up action of this one. This is good. This is what we anticipated tonight.
Just a sea of revive symbols everywhere.
From both sides. And both sides getting revives up. But that was a good little flank by Gunther there to make sure everybody in that warehouse went down.
And it looks like H&R is unaware, but they do have a first member coming around in their back flank.
They've got multiple first members now, and that was another good flank by first. An excellent idea tonight, and it is working.
Definitely have the flank strategy on point.
Yes, they really do. And first are going to get to the point just before it's captured and taken back. It ain't over yet, folks.
Once again, a back and forth on the last point.
Slugfest between the two.
Oh, and a pistol kill going out there for HNR. He was not dying without a cause.
First doesn't realize that all of the HNR guys have been completely wiped away. They need to get bodies on that point. They're
yeah, I don't
wasting
think they
valuable
realize
time.
that at all. And here comes HNR heavy on the 3 flanks, but first there to meet him in each one of them. Oh, and that's interesting. The middle flank did not work at all, but the backside flank did.
And all you see is this lonely Tiger tank just sitting, being used for cover by HNR very effectively, actually. So that was a very fortuitous spot for that person to get kicked out of the tank from.
I'm surprised First hasn't destroyed it, to be honest.
That is what you'd think they would do, but
they're using it to their advantage, so...
Would you really want to get rid of your only cover?
Yeah,
no,
that's what I'm
saying. Definitely not. We got a First going for a swim right now. Dark Chocolate Cream is his name. And he is gonna...
There.
He is looking around, not realizing that he can't
get up that way, buddy.
Yeah,
he's gonna have to take the ladder about 5 or 6 feet to the right.
Yep, and he's trying. He is. Oh, maybe he's gonna get it. I'm on first person. Nope, he doesn't get it.
And now somebody else is trying, and he gets it.
Oh, and there he found the ladder. Good job.
Well, the other person
found the one spot
instantly. That was hysterical. And the one guy that did spawn in got dropped instantly. That was pretty
HNR now clearing out the White House, so they've got control of the front and mid of the point.
And it looks like they might finally capture this point. This has been back and forth for the last 5 minutes. Easily more. And First now back into a corner via an incinerator grenade.
Guy from Too Easy coming in and clearing out a bunch of people on the point from behind. First trying to push in, but it's going to be a little bit too little too late. HNR is going to get this point and push the objective back to the middle.
But First is still in behind them, and now they will be on the point, so it looks like HNR is not going to have the easiest time taking the point, because they do have to smoke barrage, and it is coming down in their favor. They've got 4 people on each flank, and they've sent Gunther's squad in and around, and it looks like we've just got a game freeze.
Yeah, and though, you know, HNR's got the point secure with a, not sure if they're aware of yet, but they've got a full 2 squads of First behind them coming from the old Alpha point.
Monkey is aware, and Monkey's going to drop the first one and try to get out of there, but he's going to get revived.
Psycho going for the revive.
And
Ball's
gets
being moved
it.
with no smoke.
And gets the incinerator grenade kill on the outside of the line, and they are looking like they've got the complete control of B right now on that right-hand flank. But what they don't know is they've got a full squad in the house of First ready to jump into action. But it looks like somebody is there taking them down. And that is what's happening. That person has gotten all 4 of them in that house. And that was well done to them. That was an incredible shot there. And we got some pretty high scores on both sides.
First trying to make a power push onto the point.
But it's
HNR holding strong on the front line.
Yes, they are. It's going to be too little too late. HNR has the entire momentum swinging in there.
Seems as though Don's mic just cut out, and I'm going to jump in here and say that HNR capitalized on that momentum, pushing them in.
Yes, they certainly did. And now the smoke and fog is coming in, so this is gonna make things more interesting on C.
Looking at the scoreboard, what I will say is, though it is HNR versus first, looks like the real difference makers have been Quick Thumbs and Edison of Too Easy.
They definitely are putting in work together.
Yes, they are. They're a good little two-man squad, to say that for sure. And looks like Honor are well in charge here, slaughtering every first member on the point.
Oh, I really like the glow of the players with this fog, I'll say that.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not sure if you guys got the highlights for the players as well, but this looks very Christmassy.
Oh, I did
Oh,
too.
indeed.
Yeah, it's very good.
I'm actually trying to
Oh,
find
and we've got a melee kill here. It was
You're looking
first-
for highlight colors? You thinking you're gonna make the blue team green?
No, I am turning the weather off.
I like to keep
Well,
it
I like it.
on. It adds to the aspect of everything going down.
It does, but I'd rather have people be able to see what's going on.
Well, it looks like we've got a huge bonfire going on right now in the middle of the point, and Honor is still doing well to fend off every single attack being thrown their way. Soko finally goes down, and it looks like Hellcat is doing 27 and 8 right now for first. He is running their side, and Gunther's 23 and 12, putting in work for his team as well. First now have to spawn on the train tracks up top left, and HNR have to spawn all the way back, but they look like they will secure this point, even though there is a bunch of first pushing onto it.
But hold up, yeah, here comes first, just as it's about to be capped, and they're taking that C down to a red C now.
Yeah, they are. They are trying to part the sea like Moses here and make it the Red Sea. And it looks like they swarmed it just in the nick of time because they switched the momentum. And they pushed the momentum in their favor. And that was a well-timed strategy. And it looks like we've got a pistol kill as well as dynamite on the same location. And we've got a slaughter going on in this left side house, which is exactly where you would think it would be on this point. Now first are completely reorganized here.
First did not like the momentum that HNR had, and they pushed in and got it.
Yes, HNR now trying to push back. First completely organized in that right hallway, and now they are swarming all out like bees at one target. And now HNR are going to have to hold Bravo. They are not going to be able to get Charlie back at this rate that HNR has where everybody is. Albeit I hold my tongue because the left flank is now compromised. HNR snuck 2 players in there, but the incinerator grenade has held them back. So that will cap C for first. Now C have to push out. We might have a complete tie.
9 minutes left in the match. See what happens, but with that amount of time, it is going to be real tough for anybody to even get to the bomb point.
Yeah, back to where we started. I'm not sure. Whoever gets to the other person's bombs will be the victor for this map.
Oh,
if they are able
absolutely.
to detonate.
Even if they're able to plant, they'll still get the point, so.
Will they?
Yeah, I believe so.
Well, I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, we will, because that's how it was in Battlefield 1. So. And this is a complete deadlock here. Both sides popping smoke with medics galore, but it looks like we've got a swimmer here, folks. And his commander going around the flank in the water, making it there. Now getting shot
It's a pistol
at
kill.
and getting the kill with the pistol in the water. What a play that was.
Oh, but unfortunately he's seen.
HNR wiping them off the point again and pushing to them the 2EZ, holding them off, but he's getting shot from behind.
And he is taken down by Ruby Rules. I'm Mr. Flintstone, 45.
Oh, the names, the names, the names.
Oh, and it looks like an arty strike's been called. If I'm not mistaken, that's against ESB, but I could be wrong.
No, it definitely is against ESB. I don't understand who called that in, but HNR, it's not having much of an effect. They've only gotten 1 kill, 2 kills with it, and that's it. It didn't have much effect at all.
That was first arty strike. Yeah.
Calling that in. I got a feeling that they might be a little bit mad that HNR got the 2 too easy guys, so the rules just went out the window.
Yeah, they
like we said earlier,
did.
as they also had the advantage of the tank, and they weren't able the entire game to have one. Seems like they're not playing by ESB anymore.
Yeah, I don't think they've been playing by ESB at all since the beginning of this round.
Damn
birds, they're so loud.
Get out of here, birds. We're not giving you
Get
fries.
out of here. You're not wanted.
And it looks like first they're getting taken apart bit by bit on the flank.
HNR trying to probe that back left of the point. Looks like they've gotten 1 or 2 in, but are almost immediately taken out by first the defensive line. But hold up, NMR. The RZ guy, he got thin. I'm not gonna. It's happening too quick. I can't say the name.
Enamorado.
That's the one.
Yeah.
And another arty strike being called in by first. But hold up, it looks like it's the direction of HNR, so I can't tell who's exactly calling these sector artilleries.
Called that one in.
No, it is first, because I got pink smoke, and that is the color of first on my screen.
Well, it's funny because it says HNR on the kill feed is getting the sector artillery kills, so maybe it's always red.
Bit confusing, that one is.
I think it's the directionality you gotta focus on. But either way, both teams have forfeited any potential
and there's
victory
another
by
one
ESB
on
rules.
B by first.
Yes, there is.
First is just not even bothering waiting for a rocket. They're just calling in artillery strike. And it's keeping H&R back, to be fair.
I will say it gives more interesting visuals, but this is clear breaking of the ESB rules with these arty strikes.
First is not doing... And there comes in another one from HNR.
And you know what? This looks like it's going to be a very effective HNR arty strike now.
Yeah, they're wiping multiple people off the point with this one.
Getting the majority of first to fall back.
And they are being forced to fall back.
A very interesting development, to be sure.
And this looks like it's going to be a stalemate. Something.
And with that, yeah, the back and forth continues. Even with both teams calling in arty strikes.
I think they've just given up any sort of hope of somebody on either side getting to the end here.
Yeah, so they're saying, hey, I've got these squad points, might as well use them.
And both platoons doing it. First has a squad in the White House. Oh, excuse me, that are getting kills from.
And now with the point capped, here come HNR going for Charlie. He's going to see if they can maybe get it quickly enough to get to the bombs, but with only 3 minutes.
Well, at least it was
I just don't know.
this time. I mean, good God.
HNR is making the heavy push into C, wiping everybody off.
Clear victors of the point. We'll see how first reacts to this with only 2.5 minutes left.
And it looks like first they're completely squad wiped on said point, and they don't even have anybody in the White House that could be completely effective at this point.
And we got Quick Thumbs on the backside trying to take on a full squad. Gets Ganja, but he gets taken out. But it slows down first advance, giving much needed time to HNR to cap the point. Thank you very much, Mr. Steel TV, for the follow. Appreciate it. And HNR
And it
is
looks like
in good
HNR
control.
are holding pretty well on the point. Jesus, this has been probably the longest match I have ever seen on Frontline. I've seen some pretty long ones. I've been part of pretty long
Yeah,
ones.
this has been and will be for sure of
We
a
still
full
got a
complete
minute to
game
go of this.
by the time we're running out.
Yeah, this is going to be a draw, absolutely. We've got crossfire from Mel from both teams.
First
Only a
wiping off
minute left.
HNR, and HNR coming back to clean up the same way. Yeah, I don't think either team will come out victorious. It's definitely going to be a draw.
Yeah, if this isn't a draw, I will be very disappointed at this point. Oh, we've got a health crate being dropped with 5 medics in the middle of everybody.
Here comes an HNR Artie strike to kind of secure and keep first off the point. We'll see if it's effective. It looks like it's going to be.
Yeah, they're definitely keeping them off the point. Not getting any kills, but sometimes that's all you need in an artillery strike.
What I really
Oh,
see
no,
it doing
looks
is
like
having
First
first
have
stack
snuck
on the
through.
point on the outside, and it looks like
Yeah.
they're all going to rush in
First
right after
have
it
snuck
ends.
through on the right, and that person just got a pistol kill. Unbelievable. This might not. Oh, and they've gotten a second. This might not be over yet. 15 seconds left. 10 seconds left. This is going to be a draw. First, they're swarming the point again.
A for sure complete stalemate on this map.
Oh, absolutely. We're going to check this
There it is.
kill feed out. We've got a
The
38
end.
kill section for first. And
Too
it looks
easy.
like we've
Quick
got a
Thumbs
40
taking
on the
it.
other.
60. Nah, that'd be too easy. Quick Thumbs getting a 60 bomb.
You know, I think Edison would have got more, but he got kicked from the game, or he left. Either way.
Yeah,
Either way.
I believe
That's-
he probably would have gotten more. That's a crazy 60 in a frontlines match on an actual scrim.
For sure. Just want to take a second to say thanks again, Mr. Seal, for the follow. And Kevster and Uncle Brada, I love you too, man. Don't worry, you're not getting replaced by anybody.
No, they get replaced by me. I'm here now. I take over.
I don't know
Yeah,
why,
just,
but I'm craving a McGriddle. I don't know why.
Oh my god.
That
Bozard,
was
are you sure
random.
you're not drunk right now? Oh, yeah.
No. Just stoned out of my mind.
And we are on Twisted Steel for the next match. And gonna be going after these this one farmhouse and shed with the tank resupply right in the middle. Be interesting to see if they use. Well, it looks like they're not using tanks, obviously. So that is
Well,
not
they
going to
won't
be a
be, huh?
factor. Well, I mean, they didn't last time. Maybe they are. I don't know.
Last time it was because I
Oh, they
felt like
used
it was
the
a
tank, just
glitch.
not the right one.
Exactly.
Oh, here we go.
It seemed like it
folks.
was a glitch with the spawn last time is why they didn't use tanks, but we'll see how it plays out this time.
Yes, it will. Hopefully, this bridge, if this bridge gets destroyed really quickly, I will not be surprised. People don't understand how momentous it is to destroy that bridge to make people swim and pick them off in the water when the point gets pushed back to the left.
We got first
Presupposing
coming
it
in
does.
on the left and HNR on the right for my stream. And First is doing their giant flank mission again, like normal.
And
HNR
it
should
has
really
worked
react
every
and see
single
that.
time. And HNR have not yet figured out a way to counter that, Joe. And it looks like 2 support classes and 2 medic classes, which is very surprising. You don't have an assault class in that squad.
Now
And
I
it's gonna
can't
pop up
tell,
right
but
behind Bluff.
either the tanker got kicked on the HNR side again, or he just got out. But yeah, it looks like no tanks.
Yeah, it looks like we're not running tanks on either side tonight, folks.
And from the lack of a player on the HNR side, I would say the tanker got kicked.
And here comes HNR. First got well in behind. And now they're going to have to spread out. If HNR can destroy that bridge with some dynamite, that will save them a lot of effort of having to pick people off on the bridge and then just pick them off in the water. Now they're trying to push around the flank, which is being met by resistance here. And they're spread out in a pretty thin line, pushing through smoke. And there's the 1 kill, first one in the water on Monkey. God did get through, but Bam is there. And Bam gets another, oh, and that's an exchange, and Holly is going to get the revive.
Psycho pushing in, laying down, but he's gonna have to get off that objective soon. He's looking at 3 people right now. I don't know why he doesn't try and shoot at them. He is just hiding in the corner right now. This is very interesting to see what he is trying to do. He is
First
waiting
coming out
for
HNR
some
with a left and
spawns.
right flank. Let's see how HNR reacts to the flanking once again.
Not sure if Psycho thinks that he can keep his whole squad there waiting for the next point, because First is already overrunning them at D.
Yeah, I don't understand at all why you would keep a full squad back behind the point and not push up.
Well,
Makes
now
no
they're actually
sense.
coming in from behind to get the flank on First, like they did them in the beginning of the match. So we'll see what happens if HNR is able to sandwich First, but it looks like First is just running HNR over in the front, and
Hopefully this one's not a draw, folks.
Heck, not so much, though. It looks like HNR has got him a little bit confused on how to handle this situation right now.
First does know that there's a bunch back there going back to wipe them out, and they do. HNR's flank failed from behind. Now they're going to have to push in from the front.
Well, first look like they're going to secure this point here. And right on time, as a lot of HNR are pushing in. These 2 points here are very difficult on this map if you do not have any sort of organization.
First, using tons of smoke on the right-hand side because there is a little bit of cover with some trees and some boulders, but there's not a whole lot over there because of that big pond, lake, whatever you'd like to call that body of water. And HNR is retreating to the houses to get onto the E point. Let's see what First does to drive them out of the house. I believe we're probably going to see some Panzers.
And first they're going to push the flank again, and it works every time for them.
HNR needs to realize that they are constantly being flanked and keep at least 1 or 2 people on either side of themselves, just because they are getting overrun. They are all bunched up in that one single house and courtyard, and First is swarming them. If they don't get out of there and push out, they are not going to have a good time. That back house is getting taken down by some dynamite, it looked like. First controlling that back house very well, but they need to make sure to get down onto the point. I don't believe you can actually capture inside of that house on the second or third level. And First is able to wipe HNR off of the point and start the take back.
It looks like HNR have multiple snipers, and I do not understand the thinking there on this particular point.
And here comes that wide flank again from First.
That makes no sense to me, because First just overran both snipers.
Wow.
Not sure what
Fake
HNR's thinking
going
is.
off with the kukri. Yeah, I'm not sure either.
They're on the wrong house, and doesn't look like they're trying to push back in. First in good control of that entire point.
I think somebody spawned there, and then they all spawned on them, and they just got trapped in that house. I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
We got Ganja way up there, making sure nobody from spawn gets in. He's gonna go after Gunther right here, but Gunther gets past him.
Looking at the capture area, that house is still in the capture zone, so long as they're within the barriers of that back wall and the front sheds near the vehicle resupply. So that whole area is still a capture point for Echo. It just seems like they are holding back.
Yeah. Too bunched up. If you guys don't move around and get out of that bunch, you're just gonna get wiped out by a single squad, taking out 2 full squads.
Yeah, and it looks like this point will swing in First's favor, because they can just not seem to get out of that right side house, and it is just a slaughter. First just sitting there holding them off the point.
What a perfect nade, though. Oh,
yeah,
my goodness.
really, absolutely. That was a great nade to take that man down finally. And Gunther again with a sniper rifle being chased by multiple people. That was the most ineffective spawn I think I've ever seen in an actual match. And here's another sniper. I do not understand why there's multiple snipers being spawned right now. And everybody from HNR has been taken off the point, but they are coming back again strong.
That sniper's using the Arasaka with the mid-range 3 times and pulling out the pistol. Trying to go for kills distance-wise with that is not that great of an idea.
And finally, Echo has fallen to the first, and they will now be pushing on to the bombs.
Yes, now is the time you get your sniper in. I just don't understand the idea of when you need to push on the point, you calling a sniper. I don't get that. And it looks like we have another first flank coming all the way around to Charlie. And it's going to be a full squad. 2 medics, 1 support, and now we've got 1 assault. And this is how a squad should be set up as. And they're going to meet resistance heavy this time. Here comes the smoke from everybody that's a medic right now on first. And it is a full line.
Look at Ganja on the extreme flank, back by the spawn almost.
Yeah, they've got 2 flanks going, and the one on C is super effective. 3 players have made it through. Oh, now only 1. Somebody just got cut down, and the plant is happening inside all the chaos. First get the plant. Now they have to fall back, and the whole team is going to. That was absolutely nuts. Inside the entire confusion, there was a bomb plant.
Miss Mazook getting on there and getting that disarm off. But First is pushing heavy into A. H&R needs some more people to try to take on this double squad at A. And Ganja going for the plant, but Korean comes in and takes him out.
There's no sir, headshot time.
That is my MCOM station, or whatever the heck it's called in the front lines.
We'll call it MCOM. I'm sure they'll use the same terminology.
Yeah.
Oh, and it
You
looks
played
like we
Battlefield
got
at
a
all, you know.
pistol kill on Alpha from the first sniper.
Oh, and here comes an arty strike by first, trying to clear up Charlie. Looks like they will with this arty strike.
It's going to be really effective.
No,
There's
not
two full
necessarily.
squads.
They've only got one kill out of that arty strike, but they do push everybody off.
Oh, whether it's one or
But
two
there are-
kills, it will prevent anyone from going to defuse that
And
bomb.
it looks like H&R are going to drop
comes
an arty
back.
strike of their own to push them all back. And they've got people
Yes,
on the
they
bridge
do.
behind them. This has got interesting real quick.
This is the beginning of what I expect to be a salvo of arty strikes coming from either side.
Yeah,
The defuse is off on Charlie, though, so it will only be A is now the worry point.
and it looks
And
like
As
first
first
half
seemed to
A
have
pretty wrapped up.
Completely
and that's
taken it and gotten the detonation. Yep.
There it
And
is.
A goes down.
We've got 29
Now-
more people, so we'll be here for a while, folks.
29 people left, but 28 minutes still in the game, so it could go back if H&R gets a good push off all the way to First's own stations.
And it looks like whoever the random is on the right side. Excuse me, is holding that bridge area very well. Oh, and it looks like we had some sort of bomb explosion on the.
Got a double plant going off right
Yeah,
now.
that was
and there comes
interesting. I don't
in.
know what that was.
H&R already strike on Charlie, as well as a smoke barrage in the front of Bravo. They're pulling out everything they can just to make a quick push to defuse these bombs.
And while their artillery is effective, they got nobody close to go for it. And down goes Bravo.
But the
next
defuse
one
goes
will go off
on
there.
Bravo.
Or Alpha,
Yeah.
my mistake.
And
Charlie?
that will be it, folks. No, it won't.
Whatever.
They've gotten it defused here.
I love you, Joe. That's why I'm here.
Exactly. Cover the bases for me.
Yeah. You got the name for them earlier. I'll cover you for this.
There you go. Words is heard. And a first arty strike coming in on the point, covering the plant, and H&R gets absolutely decimated on the point. Nemesis Prime just gets flown into the air by the arty strike. And first is in control, but Angry
But there
Monk
is
trying to get in
dynamite
there
kills
under.
going off though, Joe. So they're not in complete control there.
Angry Monk charges in on a suicide mission, gets the defuse, but first comes in, wipes him out, and is gonna get the plant again. But here comes H&R right back to get it for themselves, because first completely wiped off. And who brought in a tank to this battle? Crandy. Kick that Crandy Randy.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Somebody brought in a tank too little too late. And first looking like they're ready for the point to not be taken. And they're going to hold the bridge.
And he has been kicked.
Yes, he
And
has.
there is now a stationary Tiger tank that can be used for more cover, but it's a little far back to help. Only 2 tickets left. This one is going to go for extra innings, but H&R has a big task to push all the way back.
They have to get all 3 at this point in order to get anything from this game.
All the way back here to get any of these bombs. We'll see what happens.
H&R are able to hold out on their last point, but now they have to work their way all the way through this entire map of 5 points, all the way to first spawn to try to get their bombs now, and 2 of them.
Ooh, Dynamite did not get the kill there. but it looks like HNR are swarming through what was
With little
a
to no
very
resistance,
solid
too.
foundation that did not last long, and here comes first, all
But a
coming
giant
together.
swarm.
This is going to be a clash of gunfire on the
First
road.
definitely has numbers.
Yeah, the road is definitely a hot point. And first has somebody in behind getting kills with a pistol.
HNR pushes in, but first made it into the E point first, and are holding it quite well.
We'll find out soon who has the majority on the flag when it unlocks, and it looks like first has just a slight majority over HNR as they run up to the point.
But HNR just running into the guns of first, and Dr. Hellcat on the flank, coming in from behind, wiping out a squad.
If HNR cannot get a good foothold on this point before the timer ticks down, I don't think they're going to have a chance to push all the way back based off of how long the push for first lasted this last round.
Yeah, H&R is going to need to pull something off right here, right now, using a smoke barrage, I believe, to try to push in. And there it is. Smoke
as well
barrage
as an arty
going
strike.
in.
Yeah, double coverage there. And first are going to take this point with force.
Though this might be too little too late, we'll see. And yes, it is.
Yes.
Unfortunately, that is just going to end up being a waste of squad points.
And while we wait for the last sector to open up for first, just want to say thank you, Capguns, for the sub. Appreciate it, buddy. Got a gang of first trying to push underneath the bridge, as well as two full squads going up and around with Vaiti, his squad on the far right.
And
You got
they're
a
gonna
wide
be
spread.
Yeah, Joe, they're going to be met with resistance on that far right. But they don't know how many it is, but it's not making a difference. And now they're going to be able to push forward. And it looks like first they're breaking through on the left-hand flank. And they are going to also have the right-hand flank. And they...
Both left and right. H&R having a solid stack on the point, though. Let's see how hard they'll make it for first to take them off.
And one good or two packets of dynamite in there could take out 6 of them all at once. They are all bunched up.
Agree.
Well, that is if they get that close. What I'm thinking is going to be coming is that arty striker right there.
That's going to soften them up a little bit to allow...
No, I'm surprised it wasn't called on the point itself. It looks like they called it just in front of the point to give themselves cover, but it would have been much more effective had they put it on Bravo itself.
That's
Yeah,
an
it would have been a
unfortunate
lot more effective for sure. They did get 2 kills out of it though, so it wasn't ineffective at all. And they are pushing that point now, and it looks like the bridge players will not be able to make a difference. And they are going to get the plant at this moment.
And zooming out, you can just look at the map where most of the action has been just based off the craters, all on this last sector.
And somebody brought in a tank but was quickly kicked. So H&R is bum rushing B to get that defuse off, but oh my god, look at the first feed of sector artillery right there, taking out 4 with 1 blow.
And now H&R are getting
But
a
they
couple
get the
themselves 3
defuse.
now. And it's just
Captain
crazy.
Gunther from the looks of it.
Yeah, it was Gunther, absolutely. That was an instant reaction, and that was a great little call there.
H&R able to wipe first off of the map again. First gonna need to push in, but we're gonna see what's happening. We got I think somebody had a misspawn. We got, oh jeez, we got a full squad spawning all the way back at their home spawn across the river.
Yeah, I think that was definitely a misspawn there, Joe, because that's not normal.
That is not what
Here
you're looking
comes
for.
first.
And they all redeployed.
Yeah, here comes first, trying to push very hard on the right flank. This
You know,
is going
3
to be
redeploys
interesting
is
to
actually
take
going to
here.
hurt this last offensive push that they're making here.
And a Panzer kill going out to HNR at point blank range. Ooh, that is one for the clip books. And here comes Z coming to push the right flank.
Oh, a big explosion going off. Called in by the artillery from the, what do we call them? The modems? What do...
Yeah, modems.
No, that's got to be wrong.
That is correct, Brada. This is the second game thus far, and it has been a slugfest, but First has been able to push HNR all the way back, and they just need one more plant, which it looks like they're going to get right now. AP mine being used by Miss Mizzou.
Well, this is the third game, isn't it? Because it was Devastation, then in Rotterdam, and now Twisted Steel.
That is correct. Devastation was a half a game because it took them forever to load in, but yeah, this technically is the third.
And we got another bomb plant. This will be decided. And we got a bonesaw kill too on the point itself.
We'll see what H&R can pull off, but it looks like all of them completely ignoring kills and just going straight for that defuse, and they get it off in the middle of a sea of First.
But First runs in and gets it real quick.
And it looks like we've got multiple people coming in behind every First. Yeah, this is going to be interesting.
I hear a V1.
I do too.
It's a call-in. It was a med crate call-in.
No. Surprised.
That's a V1.
Oh, there it is. Let us see this coming in from the distance.
Oh, we are going to have a V1 here, folks. We are going to back out.
And here it comes.
This is going to be a game decider, ladies and gentlemen. Counter artillery strike, and now a V1.
And here it is.
Oh, and it is from First. And it leaves a cloud of dust like you ain't never seen before. There it is. First have secured Bravo finally. That should do it. Oh no, it looks like that. Oh, he almost touched it. We've got somebody running into defuse B. Will they get the play in time?
But he gets knifed by Big Cheese.
Almost had it.
And another one coming in the run. This is incredible.
But here comes War Monkey going for the defuse.
He
gets it off.
He does. He's gonna. Oh no, we gotta re. Oh
Forcing
my God,
First to stay in that arty strike until it is done.
This is absolutely insane. Somebody's on fire. And the defuse happening. And gets away with it. Wow.
This is definitely an exciting sector.
Absolutely. This is an instant classic round here. This is even better than Rotterdam. We've got 16 minutes left of this. I don't think I've ever seen back-to-back rounds in Frontline go full 45. This is not the walkover we thought this would be. HNR are holding their own when it comes down to it. First already established on the point. All HNR can really do is spread out on the bridge and hope that First do not counter them with a flanking squad.
Another tank called in by a TSL member. He's surely to be kicked soon, I'm sure.
Yes, I would
imagine so. Soon as Psycho sees.
But, yeah, Kevster, V1s are illegal. This is supposed to be ESB, but they dispensed with that rule set quite a long time ago.
Yeah, in the first 5 minutes of the first round. This is crazy. I don't think I've ever seen anything like it. I definitely haven't seen a V1